jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Saying that you're the best, you gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, big shout out to the hottest chat and the MF game. A-Side official. No negotiations needed. Period. You already know. WCS is back in the mother effing building. What we have witnessed is Alexander Usyk proving that he is indeed pound for pound number one. Usyk attended the Riyadh season for a rematch against an old common foe in Tyson Fury. These two individuals, considered the best two heavyweight fighters at this time, finally contending versus one another. The first outing where, to be honest, we kind of had some questions that need to be answered. Why? Because once again, Usyk has pretty much debunked a lot of the narratives that had been placed out here about smaller fighters being able to go in here and get it done against bigger fighters. Stop whining and complaining and accept that it's all about the athleticism, the psychological blade, the patience, the intelligence, all that. How what you do outside the ring, you couple all that together, and fighters will debunk a lot of the cliche terminology people tend to use on here, that this person can't do that and this can't do it. Heavyweight has been known to have weight disparities. And we've seen this once again. Tyson Fury attempted to return back to the ring weighing 280 plus. His record was 34-1-1. And the first fighter to defeat him was the one and only Alexander Usyk, the current reigning, unified, defending heavyweight champion of the world, and should be pound for pound number one, especially over Inoue. Tyson Fury's record now is 34-2-1 with 24 coming by way of knockout. But all the glory and salute and the boxing praise from the idolatry of the sport, recognizing Alexander Usyk, 23 victories, 0 defeats, 0 draws, 14 coming by way of knockout, man. 37 years of age. Here's another myth. You have too many people talking about assuming age and they're past their prime and they're declining. Usyk didn't look like he was declining. He got hit just as much as some other fighters that's around this age. It's boxing. But he powered through. And he was able to edge Fury out on the scorecards. Now, I understand what Fury is saying. He's saying that he felt he won the fight and it was a robbery. Is it going to be enough for Turki Al-Sheikh to say, yeah, Fury couldn't bring home the fight on the scorecards, but I want a trilogy. No. I hope he doesn't. This is done. It's time for his shot. If he's the next in line to step up to this 37-year-old once again and to prove that the first fight, his head wasn't all there. He just didn't have the right game plan. He's much more experienced now. This cultivated into a rivalry while it lasted. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have the spark that Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder had, but it had the history. You know what I'm saying? It had the heavyweight history attached to it. It had momentum. You know what I'm saying? The buzz, it was humming a little bit. It was humming. This fight was humming. In all of its glory, it was humming a little bit, especially after the first fight. And then heading to the second fight, it should have been more conversation about this heavyweight clash of two fighters that was attempting to cultivate a rivalry into a trilogy. But it didn't go that way. Why? Because Fury is 0-2 against Usyk. Just like Deontay Wilder lost 2 against Fury, Fury lost 2 against Usyk. Keep the same MF and energy. All you haters that was out there hooping and hollering and going for Fury to beat Wilder. I wonder where you all going for Fury to beat Usyk. Because the way it seems like is Usyk went in there and did what he had to do. He answered the challenge. Amazing fight from start to finish. Wasn't no lags in the fight. Wasn't no knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no dead space, voids. This was one for the boxing annals. I like it. I like this two fight. You know what I'm saying? I like the Wilder Fury. I like the Fury Usyk. This was the heavyweight cachet of clash. I would say rival clash is supposed to be like. You should have those memorable fights that you can go back in the annals and say, you know what, we was treated to a Wilder Fury Usyk. We was treated to that. You know what I'm saying? We was treated for a Usyk Joshua. We was treated to that. That's how, you have 4 different heavyweights, really. 4 different heavyweight fighters that was able to go in here and fight one another more than once. You know what I'm saying? I know people want me to mention Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua. No. We don't want to put that into this equation because I felt like AJ did better when he fought Alexander Usyk than he did with Andy Ruiz. Everybody knows why. He didn't quit against Usyk. He quit against freaking Ruiz, though. Just to remind you all. But anyway, back to this sensational heavyweight clash that we've seen today. Salute to these warriors. Salute to Usyk. Man, you are absolutely a different type of fella. You just don't have the warrior spirit, man. You cut from a different cloth when it comes to this boxing. You're extremely mentally tough, strong. I mean, you have this undeniable, mean streak about you without actually showing it. You know what I'm saying? Without actually showing facial expressions and having demeanor. You know what I'm saying? You're very calm, cool, and collective. Kind of stoic. The aggressiveness that he placed on Fury and the pace. He was landing some clean shots on Fury. And Fury was landing his periodically. But if you want to go throughout the fight, for me, if you want me to measure consistency throughout the fight, the entire inventory of the moments that Usyk had in this fight to determine a winner, I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think it was a robbery at all. Was it a showstopper? It's dependent if you had money on it or not. Those people who had money on it, it was probably a little bit of show stopping going on in there. It was a close fight. Fury was doing pretty well in the early part of the fight, but the barometer changed, and we seen what we seen. You know what I'm saying? I have to salute Usyk. I feel like he did a damn good job with the game plan. Him and his team executed absolutely superb. Absolutely. You all stop putting these tag on these fighters who's 37. 38 years of age, saying they're old. And Fury went in there and he gave the same type of energy damn near the whole 12-round showcase, man. I didn't hear nobody talking about, oh man, he's old. Stop picking fighters that you want to say, oh, so and so old, just because you don't like them. Usyk is 37 years of age, and Tyson Fury, if you look at him, Tyson Fury is how old? 36. 36 years of age. He's younger than Usyk, but people think Usyk is younger than Fury. But the fact remains that Usyk was older and he looked a more healthier, energetic fighter. Salute to the Ukrainian boxer. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. The way he moves as a heavyweight, impeccable. Impeccable. Superb. Absolutely superb. I'm glad politics didn't play a role in this, because I truly believe that somehow, some way they was going to try to prorate a trilogy. When I say prorate, that means robbing somebody. Finessing the scorecards a little bit. But it didn't happen that way. I liked it, man. You know what I'm saying? Both had a formidable opponent, and it went all 12 rounds, and the rightful winner was victorious in this fight. There's only one Usyk. There's only one Usyk. Y'all have to forgive me, my throat is a little. Besides that, I would have been able to hit that high note with no problem, but not today due to the weather and other, unforeseen. Shout out to the chat, man. Mike on deck. Salute. Arnold Brown on deck. Come back. Salute to you. Stickum Boys Fishing and Sports. Salute. Yeah, I see you. So let me read a little bit, because reading is great. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely great. Let's take a little gander. It says Alexander Usyk 23-0, 12 knockouts. Look like pure 24 karat gold. Holding on to his WBA, WBC, and WBO heavyweight titles with a 12-round unanimous decision in his rematch with Tyson Fury. 34 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws. Hosting 24 knockouts on Saturday night at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The fight was mostly a chess match, with Usyk, 37, using a lot of feints and spearing the 281-pound, chunky-looking Fury with hard left hands to the head. Tyson fought Usyk to a standstill through round 5. Fury's weight factor, and this is just Boxing News 24 now. This is not me. In the 6th, Usyk lit up Fury, hitting him repeatedly with his left hand to the head and dominated the entire round. The excessive weight that Fury had packed on for the fight seemed to slow him in the second half of the contest, as he looked slow and unable to attack like he'd done in the first fight. The Gypsy King was carrying too much fat around his midsection. Even with his trunks pulled up higher than usual, almost to his ribcage, you could see that he was not fight fit for the rematch. I disagree. I disagree that he wasn't fight fit. I look at the pace, you know what I'm saying? The mobility, athleticism of Oleksandr Usyk was supreme tonight. Absolutely supreme. It's not like Tyson Fury hasn't weighed upwards of the high 200s before. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. I don't know what someone would speculate when the fight went to 12 rounds. It goes on to say in the 11th and 12th, it was Usyk still on the attack, with Fury giving ground, looking to tie him up to lean. That was all Fury had left, his mauling, and it wasn't going to work this time. The scores from all three judges read 116-112. Let's highlight Daniel Dubois also, because Dubois is looking for a rematch in a dream contendership. He wants to revisit Usyk after his epic win over Jarrell Miller in the final seconds, and also unseating Filip Hrgović, a heavyweight contender. It says IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois entered the ring to call out Usyk after the contest. It's unclear who gave him the green light to enter, but it's pretty easy to figure that out. Usyk said he was up for the fight. Obviously, Usyk is not going to get the Anthony Joshua fight, as he beat him twice already, and it's forlorn to have a third. The same is true with Fury. It's pointless for Turki Al-Sheikh to set up a trilogy between them because Usyk is too good and Fury's too old and fat. After the fight, Fury's promoter was interviewed and said that he felt he did enough to win. There wasn't much applause when he said that. And my friends, keeping it short and simple, with this matchup right here, it was definitely a clash that, you can look back on, replay it, and not be bored. You know what I'm saying? It did have its furor. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like the combinations that Usyk was lining Fury up, he always had no problem putting him in his crosshairs. He did an astounding job today in the rematch. From the opening bell all the way to the finish, man, Usyk did what he had to do, man. Belted firing combinations, bro. Really didn't take time off. Great showcase. Great showcase, bro. This guy has beat damn near all of the top heavyweights. He has all the top heavyweights of this era. He's beat Joshua. He's beat Wilder. He's beat Fury. And he's beat Daniel Dubois. Come on, bro. Ever since entering the heavyweight division, picking up the unified titles, he is still undefeated. He is absolutely still undefeated. And I know people are laughing. Look, I know people are laughing like, man, what is WCS talking about? He ain't beat Wilder. I just threw Wilder in there just to get y'all all rattled. You know what I'm saying? It would have been good if Wilder had the opportunity to fight Oleksandr Usyk. When you relay things, right? You be on point too many times. People try to, they try to show you who they truly are. Because me, I never want to be the smartest in the room. I want my company. I want to be a smart person that's in the company of other high intelligence people when it comes to this boxing or just having a straight dialogue. Because my whole point in having conversations, especially when it comes to boxing, is to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I purposely will put shit out there just so somebody can comment on something wrong I said and not really compliment you on everything that you may have articulated correctly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I put the Wilder in there, yo. Just to wake people up, because they love to hate on Wilder. Oh, they love. But shout out to Usky, the Anthony Joshua, the Fury, the Daniel Dubois. What? What? Anthony Joshua twice defeated Daniel Dubois by a stoppage. Tyson Fury twice. And throw Deontay Wilder in there because Fury beat him twice. He just get thrown into the mix of the top heavyweights, because all of these mesh together. Besides Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury are considered the top heavyweights of this era. Daniel Dubois has the opportunity to take over the torch. I can't put him in there as a top heavyweight just because he was able to, Oleksandr Usyk was able to get stripped of the IBF title. And he ended up picking it up. I'm saying the man has did the red light, green light. 2 division undisputed. Outstanding rise from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Outstanding job by Usyk. I'm glad I had the pleasure of seeing him in person while I did, getting an understanding of why he is who he is. He's a different type of dude. People consider him to be eccentric, but sometimes the most eccentric in this lifetime are the most interesting. I truly believe that. Some of the most eccentric are the most interesting. And Usyk, to me, is a very interesting fighter. He's very interesting. He don't give you all the over-the-top braggadocious bravado. He doesn't. But he gets it done with his hands. And him having beat Fury, who beat Wilder twice, I mean, that's huge. He beat Fury back to back. Fury beat Wilder back to back. He defeated Joshua back to back. He defeated Dubois. Who else is it? I understand Dubois should. He should request a rematch. I'm not mad at Dubois. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. He's a young, up-and-coming warrior attempting to go in there for redemption. Dubois would be one of those stories where it's not how you start the race. It's not how you started. He would be one of those guys, because you think about, the criticism that he was catching from them saying he was a quitter, just him simply earning respect from the fight fans, to going back in here and giving it a different shot to face Oleksandr Usyk to become heavyweight undisputed would be crazy if Daniel Dubois was able to pull this off. Crazy. But I'm not convinced. I don't see any heavyweight beating Oleksandr Usyk unless it's somebody coming from the laboratory. Real talk. Unless it's somebody that they're freaking creating, through all these chemicals, these freaking artificial materials, synthetics, all this high technology, and maybe they're creating a new robust type of fighter that can challenge Oleksandr Usyk, because he pretty much set everybody to the side. He's canceled out the Wilders through Fury, canceled out the Fury in twice, canceled out the Dubois, canceled out AJ. There's nobody left. He's done what he's did. He's done. He's conquered. He's conquered. the heavyweight division this era. He's conquered. There's no revolt. He beat two of the top heavyweights of this era. Stepped in the ring 12 rounds, back to back, Joshua and Fury. And how he gets credit for Fury so much because Fury beat Wilder twice. Fury still my Muhammad Ali of this era. I mean, not Fury, Wilder. Wilder's still my guy this era. That's just me. I'm never going from that. Long as, I love the energy, I love how people get a acerbic taste in their mouth when his name come up. But Fury didn't meet that level of superstardom until he beat Wilder. He didn't get put on the magazine as the co-fighter of the year until he beat Wilder. They just didn't want to give Wilder his flowers at the time. You know what I'm saying? But one thing we can say that WCS is absolutely sure about. Latitude, longitude, goddammit. Is that when you set your coordinates and it ends on Ukraine, you know that Usyk has conquered the heavyweight division this era. He has conquered it. Undefeated, yo. Look, listen to me. Undefeated. Not just any undefeated. We got to dress it up. We got to get glitzy with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get glitzy. We got to glamour it up. This man has did what I wanted Wilder to do. Wilder didn't have the opportunity, but Usyk was able to get it done by fighting Fury, who beat Wilder. He ended up getting to the pot of gold with all the diamonds in the bag. Not only did he grab the entire bag of gold, but he did it without the motherfucking rainbow. He took Fury's green belt, and automatically it was a rematch. We had to wait and wait and wait. And finally, the calendar date presented itself, and we was able to see round 2, part 2, the rematch. We was able to see the feints, the slips, you know what I'm saying? The overhand right. We was able to see the punch combinations. We was able to see two of the best heavyweights in their battle space. That's what we was able to see. We was able to see something that we can really respect that's going down in the boxing annals of this era. We can respect it. We can respect it. It was a little slow at times with us, but we can respect what we seen tonight. It wasn't no fugazi bullshit. This was a clean 1 through 12 heavyweight fight. And other people can do live streams and whatever they want to do to pretty much determine if the right fighter won. And, content creators love wasting their oxygen. But from the institution of fairness, there's no need to sit up here and debate as if Fury got robbed. Just so you can think about a freaking fantasy trilogy. No, it's not. It's no fantasy trilogy just because Fury believes he got robbed. We're not doing that. He lost the fight. He lost the fight. Just like we felt there was controversy in the first fight with him and Deontay Wilder. You lost this fight, buddy. You know what I'm saying? You lost the fight. Fury did what he had to do with Wilder. But when it came down to him attempting to get it done against Usyk, he could not. The zip line was stuck. He wasn't able to do it, y'all. And I don't feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going for Fury anyway. I just thought the only way Fury would win if there was a freaking a barrel of politics, and they was gonna make sure they lined freaking Usyk up on the end of it, but it didn't happen. I like it. I like it. This fight was credible. You know what I'm saying? Absent of controversy. Any real boxing fan can comprehend who won this fight. That's all I'm saying. Any real competent boxing fan knows who won this fight. You don't need a freaking blood test, goddammit. You don't need that. You don't need to be an actor. Call it for what it is. Alexander Usyk is the best heavyweight of this era. Period. If you want to talk about the eras of the Wilders, Furies, Joshuas, you know what I'm saying, Dubois, Whites, Herkovitz, Parker. I can't put Jarrell Miller in there. I can't put Zhang in there. Joe Joyce, you know what I'm saying? Can't put him in there. Alexander Povetkin, who's out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just putting it out there. It's a preponderance of valid evidence that anyone can present that clearly says that Alexander Usyk is that guy. There's enough free space that you have in your recall memory to go back and watch this fight again. If you have any, if you're teeter-tottering on the line and you really don't know if I'm saying what is true, just go back and watch the replay. It's transmissible. Go do it. That's all. All you got to do, just do it. Okay? And to all the haters that love trying to remind me that Fury beat Wilder. Who won tonight? Who won tonight, buddy? Who won tonight? Did the drug cheat win? Who won tonight? That's all I'm saying. You know, y'all shouldn't allow Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, the WBC King, 10 successful defenses to get y'all all riled up and out of character. I'm pretty sure there's other collectives, situations that will allow you to salivate your temperament, just get mad and angry. I'm pretty sure there's other variables out there in life to do that. But tonight, Usyk reigns supreme, goddammit. Usyk reigns supreme. Paperwork, the eye test, and the results say that Usyk reigns supreme. Nobody can take that away. You know what I'm saying? He's hit all points of the compass in this era. He is unblemished in his professional career. Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on themselves like they just don't care because they busy up there being heavyweight Deontay Wilder haters. Leave Wilder out of this because Fury lost. Fury lost. There's no need for you all to be talking about Wilder because he makes you feel different. And you have to hurry up and go grab your blood pressure medicine. Leave him out of the conversation, bro. You're stewing too much. You can't be an old fart and up here talking about the wrong fighter. Keep all the praise and the adulations, the plaudits for Alexander Usyk doing a great service to the boxing community by going in there and defeating the drug cheat Tyson Fury for a second time. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Yes, redemption is here, y'all. I wouldn't say revenge. No, I wouldn't say revenge because Usyk didn't have anything to do with revenge for Wilder. All he was doing is going in there and proving to the people that his accuracy is on point. Okay. His strategy was on point. You know what I'm saying? His fortitude. Come on, man. His vigor. Tenaciousness. Showing no fear. Usyk went in there and got that shit done. Clap it up. Clap it up, man. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I just had to come on here and show him his, it's not giving him his flowers. You know, at this point, Usyk is way beyond the flowers. Usyk is with the glitz and glamour, with the pyrotechnics, with the levitating freaking platforms and shit. You know what I'm saying? With confetti dropping from the rooftop. That's where we at with Usyk right now. That's what he deserves. Undeniably. He deserves that. He deserves it. So once again, leave Wilder out of this. Those of you that continue to have panic attacks whenever you hear his name. It is Usyk all the way. He has pretty much wiped it clean. He has beat the man who beat the man. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua and Fury didn't fight. But the connections, the linking of the belts, Alexander Usyk was able to defeat Anthony Joshua and then go over here and defeat Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? These dates are on record, y'all. Alexander Usyk first defeated Tyson Fury May of 2024 this year, as we usher in 2025 very, very soon. And then today, December 21st, only a couple of moons from X-Mace, 12/21/2024, he defeated him on that very night, Tyson Fury, for a second time, to conclude, cease. Benediction, please. It's over. Curtains, draw the curtains. Done. Fury's the man. Next to the man. He had the belt. He had his opportunity. Fury is the man next to the man. He fought two of the top heavyweights in this era. He fought Wilder and he fought Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Fury is the man next to the man. But he ain't the man. He ain't the man, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a seasoned. He wasn't over the top, only a year apart. People can't use the old adage that he was antiquated, over the hill and shit. No, they can't use that. They have to clear their conscience, man. Reset. You have to wipe it clean. And you have to understand, in all fairness, Usyk deserved for cleaning and running the board. He cleaned and wiped it. He fought the spirit of Wilder through Fury, and he defeated Fury twice, and he defeated Anthony Joshua and Dubois. What's next? Cruiserweight? He should drop back down to cruiserweight. Open up these belts again. Yes, I like it. Yeah, just leave. That's what a king does. There, Usyk. King does. You already did everything. You have proved that you are the Picasso of your heavyweight artistry. You know what I'm saying there, Usyk? You have proved what you can do on the canvas of the heavyweight division. It's nothing else that needs to go into your portfolio. You have proved it. You do what a king does. You know what I'm saying? You leave your crown. You leave your throne on your own free will there, Usyk. That's all. You can leave on your own free will because you earned it. And that is being civil as I possibly can. You have absolutely earned it. There were many people hoping and wishing for a different outcome for a trilogy, but I felt like a masterclass was upon us again with Usyk defeating Fury, especially him coming in heavy, and Usyk having superb footwork, movement, lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? Making adjustments. Yes, he did what he had to do, man. You know what I'm saying? So, for you boxing fans out there, I know you was entertained. I don't need to, ask you that question. Were you entertained? You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to flatter you with repetitive questions, but I know you was entertained. Unfortunately, there had to be a winner and a loser. And I'm glad there wasn't a draw. I'm glad the first fight, it was a clear winner. And I'm glad the second fight was a clear winner. I'm absolutely ecstatic that it wasn't a draw this fight to bring on the trilogy. Because guess what? That draw would have had to leave no stones unturned. It would have had to be clear and concise that this was a draw and not something that deals with a dark history of boxing. You know what I'm saying? With them just, stirring up that pot of corruption. No, the right fighter won. We get it? Now, there were some other fights on the undercards, which I thought, I'm going to tell you who it was. I thought this guy got robbed. That's why I thought it may be a different outcome. Let me make sure I got the right guy. David Allen. That's his name. Let me see. I think it was David Allen who lost. I mean, should have won. Let me see. Yeah, I think David Allen should have won that fight if I'm correct. If I had the right fighter. I just felt he did everything. Let me see. I'll tell you. They don't even have it. They don't even have it listed. But I thought David won. Real talk. Just wanted to put that out there. I thought he won the fight. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Gumbo, AK Hot Grease in the building. Salute to your brother. Happy holidays. Shout out to Vaughn. Said I had an 8-4 Usyk, but there were a lot of close rounds. If Fury is a bum, what does that make? Bum Wilder, oops, wrong channel. Now, nobody say Fury was a bum. That's not even my terminology. I really don't call fighters bums because I pretty much have fought, a smoker in the ring early in my military days. And it's not easy being a boxer or in combat sports, period. But when it comes down to bums, I try to stay away from the bum, language, because this is a tough sport, especially in the heavyweight where you have weight gaps. You have Usyk coming in like what, 220 something or whatever he came in at, or whatever he came in at. Let me see what he weighed. Hold up before I say that. Excuse me, my throat is a little bit different. $226. Usyk weighed 226. Only 3 pounds more than his first fight. A little bit less than 3 pounds. Fury weighed 262 their first fight and came in at 281 at this fight. Crazy. Crazy. Shout out to Big Blunts Unboxing in the building, man. What's good? David Allen. Yeah, appreciate that. David Allen. My bad, y'all. I thought David Allen did enough to win that fight. I have no idea who he pissed off, but I felt he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? I felt he won the fight. But if we're talking about the man of the hour, Tomahawk Power, then we definitely have to look at this guy right here and pay homage. It ain't no other way to do it. You know, we definitely got to pay homage, man. We got to pay homage because he did what he had to do. Let me bring up this thumbnail right quick. There's only one Usyk. Yeah, we gotta pay homage, man, and respect to the man who have pretty much cleaned out the heavyweight division, and he did it like with minimal controversy. The only controversy pretty much came when Daniel Dubois hit him what seemed to be a legal shot to the body, and he was claiming that it was something more than that. In my opinion, that was the only controversy. You know, he beat Joshua twice, Dubois. He beat Tyson Fury twice, which Fury beat Wilder twice. So collectively, all those are gathered together. They're together. Who else is left? Dillian White looked terrible. We're not gonna see him anytime soon. But who else is left? Who do you corral? A Daniel Dubois rematch? I say he rated. He's a champion. Give him the opportunity to go in there and fight Usyk. But I'm gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you. Those of you that's feeling some type of way about Usyk, you know, this would allow him. Turki Al-Sheikh is probably damn well gonna make that fight, because if by chance Usyk, who I consider already number one right now, Usyk has the opportunity to become two-time, y'all. Two-time. Come on, man. He has the opportunity to become two-time. That's crazy. Two-time heavyweight undisputed. I mean, at least he's making that money. At least he's getting paid for his worth right now. And we still have some pending fights out there whenever they come back to fruition. The Bronze Bomber should be back inbound. I don't know if Tyson Fury is going to freaking retire. Joseph Parker's still out there, who's a very worthy opponent. You know what I'm saying? You know, we still have some names out there. Joe Joyce, he should be, you know, on the Triple G porch in his rocking chair already. You know what I'm saying? We'll see how it plays out, man. You know what I'm saying? But the man of the hour, Tomahawk Power, is Alexander Usyk. He did an outstanding job today. He did an outstanding job. He did an outstanding job running the gauntlet in the heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Duly appreciated. Duly noted and truly appreciated. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, the fight was pretty damn interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know, it was speculation. Look, I gotta bring this up because people love talking about sparring when someone is actually getting it done under the bright lights. I heard that, you know, Fury was allegedly stopped by a certain fighter, but you couldn't stop what just happened today. You couldn't stop him from beating Fury. You know what I'm saying? We still have Bacoli out there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no way that people don't see that that'll be a tough matchup. It'll be a very tough matchup. But what if he doesn't get the fight with Daniel Dubois in an attempt to, you know what I'm saying, double up on his heavyweight undisputed. If he selects to go down to cruiserweight, cool. That means it provides us another open arena with the belts being out there for some other boxer to make a run. That's what we want to see, man. You know, open up the heavyweight division again, because Fury has pretty much heavy as the head who wears the crown, and he did what the hell he's supposed to do. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? No need for a scoreboard, scorecards, you know what I'm saying, to sit up here and do live streams on what rounds was won by who, and that deems it no, man. Fury, look, I mean, Usyk at 37 years of age, no old guy talk, none of that. Stop that shit, man. This guy went in there and beat a younger guy, a bigger guy, 226 to 281. And you all up here crying about fighters' ages, all only because it benefits. You gossiping on this shit. 37 years of age, man. Man, he's different. He's cut from a different cloth, bro. Real talk. He's cut from a different cloth. 23 professional fights, man. And look at his resume. Crazy. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. That Chaz Witherspoon and Derek Chisora, you might well get a eraser and wipe that shit. Get some white out, wipe that shit. He don't get credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Even though one of them's from the WBO Intercontinental and all that. But he does get credit for the run, goddammit. A run it was. I'm talking about Usain Bolt. Man, I'm talking about old school Michael Johnson. Anthony Joshua twice, Dubois and Tyson Fury twice. It's over. The statement has been made, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You can't come over here with no indecisiveness. The statement, man. This is conclusive. He is the man. He is the man. You know, at least we can all be happy about something heading into this Sunday. We can go to church and feel good about what we witness. You know what I'm saying? We witness a fight that played out without any serious controversy with people, fight fans like ourselves. You know, we're not disappointed. The statistics are what they are, valid. The right man won, and that's what I gotta say about it. That's all. You know, this was a good closer, yo. Don't you agree? This was a solid closer, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't. I would really like to, can't, you know, just break it down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just break it down a little bit more, because I have no idea what you're talking about. It might be something simple, but right now it's not processing the simplicity. So it's a little bit more distorted to me. So in order for me to decode it properly, you know, break it down into simpler terms, okay? That's all I want you to do, because I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Don't talk in code. If you're going to put something in the chat, be clear about it. I can't decode that. But hey, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't have nothing negative to say about Usyk. Great fight card. It was okay. Some of them fights on the undercard was and once again, you saw the familiar faces that's there. Staten was there. I saw Turbiev there. Lennox Lewis, of course. Um, you know, Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, you had the people in Saudi, man, revisiting. For real. That's cool. But let me check right quick because it wasn't heavy boxing. I think the UFC has a fight card. I'm gonna catch the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Speaking about the stray bullets that I've seen flying out on the YTC. I know people are looking at, the Tiafimos and how many officers have been sent to Ennis and what Devin didn't accept. Well, hey, if you're assuming that, I don't feel no type of way. If you really in the fitness community, you can look at my pick, and look, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Cause I was hoping that you was a female that would be complimenting on my pick. But you seem like you a bitch ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You might be a hoe ass nigga up here in the chat. Goddamn looking at my nipples and shit. Every now and then people come over here and comment and they will say some shit because they can't get it. You know what I'm saying? They can't get to that type of shape and conditioning. But it's cool that you actually checked it out. You know what I'm saying? Talking in code. You know what I'm saying? Be real. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that I'm allowing you to stay in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's in the fitness community can look at, that physique. And that's basic. That shit right there is basic. But I appreciate you paying attention though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you paying attention. But I don't want that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? If you're a hard leg out there, you know what I'm saying? If you one of them sissy ass niggas, I don't need you over here paying attention to my shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're a juice enthusiast, you know what I'm saying? Find somebody else to try to gain knowledge from. Like Google or YouTube. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Stop salivating over another man. That's not me, man. That's not me. I'm pretty sure you got better things to do. I hope you ain't one of them that's trying to find out what your direction is in life and all that. Man, get out of here with that. Look, I don't feel no type of way if you believe that a natural physique like that, as natural as it get, that's not even big. And you want to mention TRT. Hey, go to the UFC. They have plenty of history on TRT. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jessica in the building. Salute to you, queen. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, as I was saying about those boxers, Teofimo, Ennis, Devin, I hear all the conversation about who ducked who was offered this amount of money and all that. It really don't mean anything unless we get the fight. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't mean anything. Unless we get the fight that we want. And at this point in time, we have a lot of open doors, right? Like we have Shakur already locked in fight camp, Floyd Schofield, and Shakur Stevenson in fight camp. But then when it comes down to the other hitters that we want to see, we still curious as to who they're going to match up with. I don't know for the life of me on why people continue to talk about money. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these, and you're not on the team. Like if you was on the team and you was doing the negotiating, I can understand where you're relevant. But I truly believe a lot of y'all love talking about shit that you don't have no clue about. Unemployed, never been certified chief financial officers. And they want to question people as to why they turn down certain purses. It's not even relevant to any of the content creators on here. It's not even relevant. Because if that particular fighter turned it down, they had a good damn reason for turning it down. Like T.O. has to find out who he wants to fight. He has to fight a big name. Same with Ennis. Ennis has to fight a big name. We don't want these fighters coming back just fighting any regular people. They have the opportunity, an open opportunity, to fight a big name. Like Crawford. Crawford, I guarantee you, is going to come with information this year, 2025, about his next opponent. You know what I'm saying? So, for the Devin Haney's, I don't know what's next for him. I told y'all, put it out there. He should fight Ryan Garcia next year. That fight has no build-up. You know what I'm saying? That fight has no build-up at all. The backstory is what it is. They have history together. Though it's very, very controversial, we still want to see the fight. I think that fight brings in the most money. Whoever wants to finance that Devin Haney-Ryan Garcia fight, it brings in the most money. It sure does. I don't want to see them two really fight anybody else, sanction anybody else than one another. I want to see Haney versus Ryan Garcia so we can get some closure. We need some closure on, can Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney clean? Can Devin Haney beat Ryan Garcia? A clean Ryan Garcia. Is he much better than Ryan Garcia? We need to see the results. That's all. That's all we want to see. It's nothing too technical or none of that shit. You know? I just look at it like this. There's a lot of potential in boxing for 2025. 2025 is definitely going to supersede 24. This year was absolutely what you would call a basic year. There was some okay fights this year, but it was nothing that was over the top, drastic, electric, that we can look back on and say, yeah, we want to have full live streams talking about these fights that happened in the year. You know, when we do an annual review of boxing in 2024, you know, we really don't hit high points on that. I think 2025 is definitely going to trump this year. Just with the February 22nd fight card that's on deck, it's going to be incredible, bro. That is incredible fight card. Seriously. That's going to be incredible. We got the rematch of Beterbiev and Bivol, and we got a surplus of undercard fights. It's going to be crazy. I mean, we're talking about championship fights, yo. Championship fights, man. I hear people talk about what they like and don't like about Turki Al-Sheikh. Let's do ourselves a favor. Check this out. How many years does it take to organize the system of boxing that is not regulated by the GV? How many years does it take for the promoters that's been here for a lengthy amount of time to basically work together, make the big fights on a consistent basis? They had ample amount of time to do this. It has happened in the past. You know, we had some history making fights that we look back, we always bring up. You know what I'm saying? We have. But in this modern day era, we don't have enough, right? So how many years does it take to get organized? Because truth be told, y'all, Truth be told, man, y'all shouldn't be mad because Turkey Al Sheik is going to be pretty much dictating the pace. You know, he's putting up funding, he's making fights, but it's a lot of American fight fans that's mad that the fights are going to be over there in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be over there in Saudi. So why are y'all mad? Because you don't have access? A lot of you all don't even attend fights, but you speak as if you are polymath to the sport. You won't even reach in your pocket because you're glued to social media for super chats, and you don't want to relieve yourself and go take a 3-day weekend and go and cover the fights and put your media in and get your media coverage. But you're complaining about Turkey Al Sheik, and being that you think he's just taking over boxing and doing the wrong thing. He want to make his own fights, and people believe that some of these fights are going to play out the way he wants them to play out. I understand your frustration, but as an American citizen, we have been over here long enough and found out that there was a lot of areas when it comes to making the big fights that was non-existent. We did not see it in a consistency. We just come on the YTC and talk about fantasy fights. How do you see this fight playing out? How do you see that fight playing out? I mean, it's good for dialogue. It's good for debating material. But, you know, the pace that Turkey's moving, why would there be any argument of those who still trying to advocate for PBC? Look, they're trying to get PBC to join the zone. You know, I mean, they're trying to say, hey, we can be stronger together. We can be stronger together. But you have too many people up here thinking, oh man, I'm going to stand on top of this hill all by myself. I'm going to stand alone at the top of the ridge. I'm going to plant my guide on for all to see. I mean, you should just understand that he's making fights, and it's going to be more fights that he bring over here to the U.S. It's going to be big fights that we have to watch over in Saudi. What was wrong with watching the fight in Saudi tonight? What was wrong with that? You had the opportunity to spend with your fam. I mean, it's cold outside and shit. A lot of you all, you don't cover fights in the winter. You up here talking, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. No snookums. I don't want to go to the fight, snookums. No, I want to stay right here. Can you cook me some? Can you warm me up some chicken noodle soup, please? You know what I'm saying? And give me some cocoa with marshmallows. Yeah, it's too cold outside. Some of you don't even cover fights in the winter and the fall, man. You know what I'm saying? You stay indoors. You don't go out here in the extreme conditions. You know, you don't do that shit. Real talk. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. There's a lot of boxing topics out there, of course, you know, but I'm gonna go finish this UFC card and watch my side of mixed martial arts. I appreciate everyone for pulling up as always. And y'all continue to be the hottest chat in the MF and game. I appreciate you. And you know, y'all enjoy your weekend. I'm out. Peace.